Okay. It's not what I wanted. Huh. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. We haven't far to go. With any luck, I will be in Cartano before Gosetsu graces the deck with his dinner. Once there, however, we had best be on our guard. In that Line Royer was still active when Omega was discovered, we can be sure that the Empire has long been aware of its existence. If Nero deemed it the obvious solution to the threat posed by this new primal, it's not impossible that Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapons ready and your wits about you. Something tells me we're flying into a fight.
Now, where was that? Ah. I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
How convenient. You've been here before.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishers. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland.
Who this?
Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it?
Who the hell is this wannabe?
It's like all my name days have come at once.
Man, you only have one name day. Fuck you talking about, weirdo?
All the scouts the Empire could have sent. Take care of that brute, will you?
God damn it. Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself. I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
I am Gosetsu, Samurai of Doma. You will rue your choice of opponent this day.
Wasn't sure if you fell back asleep immediately. Damn, what a shit throw. Huh? Me neither. Where did the other one go? Oh! Hey, watch where you're throwing it! No, it hit the cups. Oh. Look what you did! You knocked her down! Here. It comes like that. Was he? Over here knocking all my cups and my figurines down. Alright. Where did it even go? Okay. Enough of that. Oh, that's fine. Okay.
You watching, Pabalivo? Leave this to me.
Tis my right to strike!
This one'll sting. Your defense is nothing.
With soul and steel!
It's all over now.
I have you!
No holding back.
Hardly see what the fuck is going on. Surrender, we have you at no. Yeah, that doesn't mean shit. It definitely wouldn't be the first time either. Are you still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I can lend you one of my toys, but only if you promise to give it back. Ah, the Red Baron. Man, I'm gonna call it the Red Comet. No one told me they'd had Magitek armor. For the Empire. Yeah, fuck off. He runs up like a bitch. The honorless curse thinks to abandon his men. I shall see that he shares their fate. Pretend to the rest of his minions. Of course.
It's all over now. No retreat. No surrender.
Look upon us, samurai of Doma!
No holding back. Leave this to me.
I have you!
This one'll sting. Your defense is lacking.
Tis my right to strike!
You watching, Papalymo? An opening.
With soul and steel!
It's all over now. No retreat. No surrender.
Look upon us, samurai of Doma!
No holding back. Leave this to me.
I have you!
This one'll sting.
That's not what I want.
Your defense is lacking.
Tis my right to strike!
You watching, Papalymo? An opening.
With soul and steel!
This guy really didn't need that much health. Whatever. Drink some of the drink.
Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously. Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's War. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
It's not the question, this is the question.
I suppose not.
And there's your answer.
All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalimo. So this is for you. And me.
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
Ew. Holy shit. It's like a nuke went off.
Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
It's not good.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Right. I've ordered the malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Omega destroyed the cocoon. Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
What? I don't get it. Yes, let's go to Gridania. Okay. Man. Words can ill express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. Omega came hurtling towards the cocoonery and dissolved in chaos. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Yeah, the Seer is expecting us. Worry not, Alvino. Gosetsu and I will watch over her. We safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yuri. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let's make haste for the Lotus Stand. All there are eager to hear your testimony. Ah! Ah. My friends, full eagerly have we awaited your return. Few indeed could have discharged the duty entrusted to you, and most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. Okay. We succeeded in waking Omega Eye, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we were blind to all that followed. What words could do justice in such a scene? Of my choosing, not much is certain. I can give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its midst rose a great dragon. A pair duly set about each other in the skies over Girabanya. Primal's might defied belief. Seemed the very heavens would be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it wielded such magics as I have never seen, hope never to see again. A battle raged on with no end in sight, until both the combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw the pair fall motionless from the sky, coming to rest somewhere on Alamegan soil. I will not speak for the rest, but to my eye, it seemed that each had landed a fatal blow upon the other. While most among us could think only of Bahamut when looking upon the Primal's form, the Domans were heard to whisper the name Shinryu. It would appear that the being resembles a creature of Far Eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer to refer to it as such. This Shinri is faint, and indeed, that of Omega is yet unknown. We've alas no eyes on the Gir Abanya side of the border. Aye, which is why we have sent our main force under the command of Marshal Tarupin to capture the wall. With the Imperials in disarray, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridania's border and assess the aftermath of impacts. I myself will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. On the wager that flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's stasis system, so even if it has fallen into the Empire's lap, it will be of no use to them, save perhaps as a statue. Correct. Without me to guide their efforts, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core functions, if they managed it at all. Such reassurances do much to claim our fears, yet the relic's fate is but one of the several concerns. Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the Resistance representatives in Girabanya. Though Wilbert has forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alliance, given the inevitability of Imperial retaliation, and by working in concert, it is not impossible that Alamigo might finally be wrested from Garlemald's grasp. Yeah. Man. Inevitability. There we go. You must be exhausted. I would ordinarily suggest that we retire directly to the Rising Stones. But I wonder... we might first make a small detour. You Stoll and the others have gathered at Amarasiak's spire. Imagine that you too would be interested to see what has become of the wall now the cocoon is gone. Let's decide it then. Beat on. Ah. Yeah, through those. Only 500. I still... ooh, yeah, 500.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilbird's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by Omega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Allag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She is up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhap she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask. 20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too, and I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise. When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it. So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lise. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker. We leave for the east, for Doma.
She has scarce begun to come to terms with Papalimo's loss. One act made plain her determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on this road she is resolved to walk. Notice the trends of the rising stars. We have quite a story to tell Tataru and my sister. Huh? That's cool. I got story. Wait, what? I got story to listen to, and music. You know what that means? I'm finally done with Heaven's Word. Hey. Alright.
But flames that burn full bright soon fell dark. Memories dimmed by shadowed hearts. In the waxing gloom did wane the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart. One soul's cry, a passion welling within. Sacrifice, a final plea to her kin. Yet this bond of hope by treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind. Swelling over long seas of blood are a song, and death an afterthought to those who fight for naught. Alone, lying empty, children of the land and sea this. Why must you turn to empty bliss? Tell me why break trust? Why turn the past to dust? Seeking solace in the abyss. Tell me why create a circle none can break? Why must you let go the life you were bestowed? This I fear I'll never know.
But hey, I'm finally done with Heaven's Word. There's some pretty cool shit in this one. I just got 3 expansions left. I could do that, but I won't. Alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Fuck it. I got bored scrolling through my phone. May have mentioned, but Hefna has apprised me of all that came to pass in Gridania. The only task now is to rest. It's the calm before the storm. Lyse has chosen her path, and as her friends we must do what we can to support that choice. We are fated to join the conflict in any case. If the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way to Garabania, we will have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say the cause is unworthy after all. Ignoring the plight of those whom one might conceivably save is not wisdom but indolence. Correct? I for one look forward to joining hands with the Alamegans, striking a blow against the tyranny of the Empire, as I rather suspect... God damn it, as I rather suspect do you. Ooh. Quick march! Quick march! The Imperials will soon come to their senses, and we must be ready to face their retribution. It's almost time, Father. Aye, almost. Stand firm, Pippin. I learned to brace myself against the charge of the bull of Alamigo. No foe will dislodge me. Very well, bud. And we'll take our homeland back. Both of us. My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports. Belsar's wall has fallen to the Eorzean Alliance. The hunt for Omega and the unknown Khan continues. Will both yet elude us, my lord. about to cause considerable damage across the region. Should we perchance divert some of our forces from the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work? Yeah, forgive me, my lord. I do not intend your will be done. Wait, is that who I think it is? Unknown? My species. My spies tell me the domain's called Shinryu. That it proved a match for Omega. Yes, the coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting. At the far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The heroes look to the eastern skies and behold their crimson hue. A dawn of liberation. A gathering storm of blood. Okay. Holy shit. Oh boy. Beyond the Great Wall.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal?
They'd search for them, how else?
Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
As they always do.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lys. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lys's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
As if you'd have to ask.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
When it's like every 5 levels, right? Shinless. What's up? Oh shit. Ah, June, precisely the man I wish to see. I have something in my care for you. Invitation to a fighting tournament to be held at the Colosseum. Understanding tournament, mind you, with the prestigious Ulu Cup, founded by His Royal Majesty's Sasagan Ul Sisigan, first Sultan of Ulda. Sure. 'Tis nigh as old as the nation itself. Lest you wonder why you are unfamiliar with so old and prestigious a tournament, it's because it's not been held in generations. After Sultana's behest, it has been revived. She now extends an invitation to Eorzea's finest swordsman. Okay. Stands to reason that your name would appear among this exalted company. You doubt not, but that her grace shall be pleased for your participation. So can we expect you to fight in the tournament? In the tourney? Sure. What do I say? Oh, wonderful. By witnessing you in combat, I dare say all of us Sultan Zorn, both fresh recruits and veterans alike, stand to gain something in our duty to protect. Champions will be awarded to a tome said to hold the secret techniques of the first captain of Sultan Zorn. Such an enticing prize on offer. A small number of invitees have already confirmed their participation, I myself included. You should confirm yours as well, by making yourself known to the tournament registrar on the Royal Promenade. 360. They gotta wind up Odin. That's cute. I want a fat cat. Greetings to you, good sir. You are come to enter the Ulu Cup. Your invitation, if you would be so kind. And I don't need an invitation. Yes, everything appears to be in order. On behalf of the committee, I bid you welcome to the tournament. Wait, you're participating too? To think I have the chance to cross swords with a fabled hero such as you. The tournament cannot begin soon enough. You needn't to wait long for the opening ceremony. It will begin any time now. I'm told the number of participants have already gathered before the Gladiators Guild. Perhaps you might like to join them. Yeah, shit. So what, there's like 7 participants? 8 participants? Oh, it's Constant. Hey, what's up, man? Ah, it's good to see you. I'm correct in assuming that you're participating in the tourney? Yeah, Captain Jinlan's work, I suspect. I have trained without cease. Such improvements I have made, I have to demonstrate to you in every match. Okay. I'm gonna talk to him last. Oh, when? Remember this kid. Ah, have you spoken to the captain? He's holding on to your invitation. Already into it. Marvelous. Oh, look forward to seeing your skills. I don't remember this guy. A pleasure as always. Are you perchance entering the tourney? Well then, this has become infinitely more interesting. Unless you wonder, I am joining the field as a representative of the Knight's Temple. Now for the honor of our order, I have every intention of winning. You cannot hold back, my friends. Because neither will I. Franz Ferdinand. Well, what can I do for you this most beauteous of afternoons? Shall I sign your fly with my mark, perhaps? Contestant? Really? You would do well to pray you are not drawn against me. For my bodacious skills, I don't know if I like that helmet. Be cool without the eyes poking right there. Got business with me. Too bad I've got none with you. Leave me be and find someone else to bother. Black Atlas, that's gonna win. Ah, sure. That's Lotus. Black Lotus. Yeah, what he said. He's the strongest, and he always protects me. Yeah, whatever. If you find him, you better watch out. Top looks nice. I could do without the mask. The sword looks nice too. Well, if it isn't Chan, that you would visit us at this juncture, it would only mean one thing. Entering the cup. Good, good. You're one of our very best. It pleases me to see you continuing seeking new challenges. Mark my words, this will be a challenge the likes of which you have never experienced. Allow me to explain. Tournament is elimination. You lose, you go home. You win, you advance to the next match. On it goes, until a champion emerges. Bats are initially divided into two groups, Nald and Thal. Sounds fancy. They're simply labels given to two branches of the tournament. Ah. Look, one of your potential opponents. Welcome. Generations ago, my ancestor, Sasagan, or Sisigan, founded a tournament to celebrate the skill of our nation's finest swordsmen. 100 years have passed since it was last held. With this declaration, I do hereby revive the Oud Cup. Let it be known that all proceeds from this event shall go towards our continuing refugee relief efforts. My dear combatants, my fellow citizens, and I look forward to an inspiring performance from all of you. May Naldal give strength to your sword arms. Okay. Next paladin quest will be available from my upon reaching level 63. Requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. I'm already level 63. Huh? Huh. To think that I would draw you for my very first opponent. I thank the heavens even as I curse them. No matter who my opponent may be, I shall fight with all my being. The pride of the Sultan Sworn? See you on the blood sands, my friend. Stop, my lord. Pray see to your final preparations. Let me know when you are ready. Alright. Yeah. Later, man. Let's see. That's not what I want. Son of a bitch. Now I'll just wait on all that stuff. Nice. That's not what I'm right. There you go. begins the first match of the Thaw Group.